Man, I wasn't even expecting it. I got invited to see these rough cuts. Just concept films at this point. Yahushua the King and Duped, the Jezebel Experience. They just said, come through, watch, and let us know what you think. I figured, alright, cool, let's see what y'all working on. But I wasn't ready for what hit me, Yahushua the King. It came on first, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I was fighting back tears, man. Like, I always knew Jesus wasn't white. That image never sat right with me growing up. But to actually see him portrayed as a black man with dignity, strength, and truth. That did something to me. The way the film broke it down. How we're hated because we look like him. And how they twisted the truth just to cover their jealousy. That hit home. I felt seen. I felt understood. Then they had an intermission, and I'm already processing all that, right? And then Duped starts. Whole different vibe, but just as powerful. This one went deep into narcissistic relationships, how people can mask love with manipulation and control. I didn't expect that either, but man, it was like somebody held up a mirror. I saw pieces of my own failed relationships in there, stuff I hadn't fully faced. It was raw, it was honest, and it was needed. Both films, they weren't even finished yet, just rough cuts. And they already got me thinking, feeling, healing. That's not just storytelling, that's ministry. I don't even care what stage they're in. I'm telling everybody, watch for these films. They're about to shake some things up.
Wow. I wasn't expecting to feel all that from a rough cut. When I got the invite to preview Yahushua the King and Duped, the Jezebel Experience, I thought I was just coming to support, give a few notes, maybe catch a few interesting scenes. But the moment Yahushua the King started, I was locked in. And by the end, I was holding back tears. Seeing Yahushua, Jesus, portrayed as a black man with presence, grace, and truth, it stirred something deep in me. I've always known the story we were given wasn't the full truth, especially that watered-down European version. But to see him shown as one of us, a reflection of us, it was powerful and heartbreaking. The film didn't hold back. It spoke to how people have hated us for looking like him and how they built lies to cover that truth. I felt a mix of sorrow and pride, like my history, my faith, and my identity were finally being honored together. After a short break, Duped came on, completely different feel but just as real. This one cut deep. It exposed the patterns of narcissistic relationships, how people can disguise emotional abuse as love. And sis, I saw myself in that film, not just one relationship, multiple. The manipulation, the control, the confusion, it all came rushing back, but instead of leaving me broken, it left me reflecting, healing. I still can't believe these were just rough cuts. The storytelling, the visuals, the raw honesty, it all felt finished to me. These films aren't just entertainment. They're revelations. If this is what they're doing before the final cut, the world's not ready. But it needs to be.
Listen, I've seen a lot of films, but I wasn't ready for this. I was invited to an early screening of 2 concept rough cut films, Yahushua the King and Duped, the Jezebel Experience. Thought I was just going to be giving notes or whatever. But the moment Yahushua started, I felt my chest tighten. Seeing Jesus portrayed as a black man, not watered down or whitewashed, but real, strong, bold, full of power and truth. I've always known the version we were taught didn't sit right, and this film hit every nerve. It made the connection between how he looked and how we look, and why there's been so much hate and deception built around that. I was holding back tears for real. It was powerful. Then after the break, Duped came on. And let me tell you right now, if you loved Get Out or the new film Sinners, Duped, the Jezebel Experience is your next obsession. This ain't just another horror movie. It's a psychological thriller that everybody can relate to. Black, white, man, woman, rich, or broke. We've all met an Alexandria Wright in our lifetime. Talk about a bitch. That woman is pure evil on screen. I'm talking next level toxic. She's got all the vibes of a straight up demon. Watching her felt like if Glenn Close's character in Fatal Attraction, Kathy Bates in Misery, and Betty Davis in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane had a twisted little daughter named Alexandria Wright, and she is terrifying. But what made it worse is how familiar she felt. I've been through some toxic relationships. I've had to heal from emotional manipulation, and this film held nothing back. It exposed it, raw and unfiltered. I'm still shook these were just the concept rough cuts. The story, the visuals, the emotion, it was already hitting like a finished feature. Between the spiritual truth in Yahushua, the King, and the emotional wreckage of Duped, I left that screening feeling seen, challenged, and low-key haunted. This is more than entertainment. It's real. And it's coming.